Welcome back to the Medigap Show. I'm your host, Hollie Cohen, also licensed agent. Today I have some very groundbreaking information to share with you. We're going to be diving into two eye-opening articles that expose Medicare Advantage plans. So get ready to have your perspective changed as I uncover some very important facts that every Medicare beneficiary, if you're new or just starting or have been on it for a while, need to know. Today I'm shedding light on Medicare Advantage plans, an option that has really gained popularity in recent years. I've researched and analyzed these two articles that expose the hidden aspects of Medicare Advantage plans. I believe that every single Medicare beneficiary deserves to have a comprehensive understanding of all of their options, including the potential drawbacks that are often overlooked. Medicare Advantage plans may work really well for some individuals, but it's really essential to consider pitfalls that can affect your healthcare choices and your financial well-being for your future. So I'm here to present you with the truth when it comes to your Medicare coverage. I'm going to be examining these articles in detail for you and discussing the findings, and I'll also be addressing some concerns. If you want to add some questions down below, I'm more than happy to answer them. My goal is to empower you with knowledge and help you navigate the complex world of Medicare. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel if you like this video and stay up to date with the very latest in Medicare coverage. Okay, so here we go to look at those articles now. Stay tuned. Senators probe largest Medicare Advantage plans over how algorithms factor in care denial. Insurance companies on Medicare Advantage are using algorithms to assess treatment and decide whether or not to give a prior authorization for a specific treatment. And so they're using algorithms, which means they're using artificial intelligence, they're using computers essentially to determine, and not a human doctor to evaluate and make a decision in authorizing or giving an okay on a prior authorization. So let's get to the story. Senators warned the country's largest Medicare Advantage insurers at a hearing on Wednesday that they must abide by Medicare's coverage rules and cannot rely on algorithms to deny care that patients need. Congress is ramping up its oversight. Two, I want to put these companies on notice, says Blumenthal. If you deny life-saving coverage to seniors, we are watching. We will expose you. We will demand better. We will pass legislation if necessary, but action will be forthcoming. It comes after the stat investigation that found Medicare Advantage insurers are routinely relying on proprietary algorithms as a basis for denying care. Instead of using the technology as a guide for a Medicare's patient's care in a nursing home or rehab facility, many Medicare Advantage plans are using it as a hard and fast rule to avoid paying for care and to discharge patients home as soon as possible, even if patients aren't ready. Patients often have no idea an algorithm is being used that they don't know that a computer is being used in the denial process, and they face thousands of dollars in costs if they decide to pay for the care on their own. In addition, if they and their families decide to appeal a denial, they could be trapped in weeks, months, or even years of paperwork and bureaucracy. So that is what is going on as far as this article is concerned. It's very concerning to me. So I personally would not want, I always put myself in your shoes, and I am not far away from Medicare age, but I personally would not want a computer telling me if I should have a treatment or not, or what steps I need to go through prior to having a treatment. So the government is definitely cracking down on how Medicare Advantage plans are conducting business, and also on the current marketing of Medicare Advantage plans. So hopefully we'll come to some better times as far as our healthcare for seniors in our country regarding Medicare Advantage plan. It's not the good old tried and true original Medicare we're talking about here. It's Medicare Advantage plans. All right, let's go to the second article. So this article is how Medicare Advantage could kill Medicare. And this is brought to you from The Nation, an online newsletter source. It's written by A.D. Barkin, and that's this gentleman here who has, unfortunately, ALS, and this was taken during a news conference back in 2017. So I really like what he's talking about here. And he's actually realized in recent years, in the last couple of years, how Medicare Advantage is actually changing our original Medicare. So let me just dive in and I will commentate as we go through. So he says right here, I had been a proponent champion for universal healthcare, particularly for strengthening and expanding Medicare. He goes on to say, but I am now embarrassed to admit that I actually didn't understand the massive changes that had been happening to the Medicare system. For more than 2 decades, health insurance corporations have been privatizing our cherished Medicare program. Now I'm worried that once they have it, we may never get it back. About 25 years ago, Congress created Medicare Advantage, a program that allows private insurance companies to offer Medicare coverage and to be paid by the federal government for each person that they insure. So when you're on Medicare Advantage, the government actually pays the private insurance company to manage your care and to take over your Medicare. That's why we call it the alternative to Medicare, because it takes you off of original Medicare and it privatizes it and it puts you on a private insurance company's plan with copays, deductibles, and out-of-pocket costs that are not part of original Medicare. It is a complete replacement plan. So this gentleman is learning that is, that we are definitely headed in a direction where that's becoming more, Medicare Advantage is becoming more prevalent. So let me continue. And this month, we hit a critical threshold with more than 50% of all people on Medicare enrolled in one of these private plans. Again, Medicare Advantage. The Medicare Advantage program was created with the promise that the private sector could reduce costs by better managing care. But as the New York Times reported in October, which is when I finally understood the scale and gravity of this problem, and by the way, I've known this for years, it's very frustrating and it keeps me up at night. That's why I have my channel. The hunger of health insurance corporations for profits that these plans supply have been insatiable. By abusing the system, including by making patients look sicker than they actually are, companies offering Medicare Advantage plans are being overpaid by taxpayers at least $23 billion every year. The program is more costly than traditional Medicare, not more efficient. We are talking about huge sums of money. The government pays insurance companies $400 billion every year, which is half the size of our military budget. This takeover of Medicare is restructuring healthcare in America in terrifying ways. Health insurance companies and private equity firms are buying up primary care as fast as they can and extracting profit however they can. But what he's learning is that the privatization of Medicare, which are private insurance companies putting out plans for Medicare called Medicare Advantage, and all the marketing and all the Joe Namath and all the crazy commercials we've seen over the last couple of years have really kick this program to over now 50% of our senior population or people on Medicare are on a Medicare Advantage plan. And so this gentleman is realizing it and he's going to speak out even more. So is the government, and that's where we're at right now. But I really wanted to bring this article to you guys because it just shows me all these years of me already knowing this information and as a licensed agent explaining this to everybody. And I'm not saying Medicare Advantage plans are awful. They work really well for a lot of people. If a person can take out a Medicare supplement plan, if that's their choice, whether to choose Medicare Advantage versus Medicare supplement is going to win out every time because it uses the federal Medicare system. It is not the privatization of our federal Medicare. It is literally you getting your doctor ordering something, it's considered medically necessary, and then our federal Medicare, if you're on original Medicare, pays 80%, and then the Medicare supplement plans, also called Medigap, like A Plan G, pays that 20% and fills it in. So just wanted to bring some things to your attention. I'm going to keep finding and digging up these articles. Please comment below, like the video if you like it, and I would love for you to subscribe. There's a lot of information coming out right now that I really want to report on. Comment below if you like this video. Please hit the like button and please subscribe. And you can also hit the bell icon to be notified when I put out a new video. Thanks and have a terrific day. Be well. Talk to you soon.